gonna start it. And just starting.
Say the word.
Hello and welcome.
It should start it.
To Journals. Wait, do you know?
Hi, I'm Louise Palenka, your lovely and talented host, here with a panel of wise and wonderful teens. This show is called Journals Out Loud. We are an extension of the Journals Network. We have an app in the iOS store. It's a social network for teens where you can get it and give advice. And how do you like our new winter colors? Yes, cut to
Winter
the panel. Well, it
colors?
is winter, but
Are these winter?
This is our green screen.
we have a green screen, and I'd like to thank my sisters and my cousin for helping decorate the studio. We love it.
Yeah.
And here on the panel today, we have Brady, Allison, and Lyric. It's Allison's first time on the panel. She
Yep.
actually works behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But she's here on the panel today because Kenneth is a bonehead.
Kenneth
He's a bonehead.
ditched us.
Yeah.
He's a little bit
Kenneth,
slow.
if you're watching right now, he's
Ditched
very...
Yeah.
us.
very
I hope he was
disappointed.
watching.
Call in and defend yourself, Kenneth, because in a
Kenneth.
court of law, I would like to see how this holds
I
up.
should.
He's
yeah.
busy with finals.
So Lyric, we're here. We have teen advice for and about teens, from teens and everything else. And you've been in the app. You've been talking to the kids in there.
Yeah, so I
What's
have some
going on?
shout-outs. Okay, so we're just having some fun finding out what people's favorite times of the year are. So I gave Lockster Blade Lock a shout out before, but why not give another?
Know him, love him.
And he
course.
says lunchtime is his favorite time of the year, which is so great. Me too. And then Harvey says October 1st, November 30th through November 30th. Great times. And then Meredith says winter.
Wait,
So
is it Meredith 11?
Meredith 11?
She's
is
my
there another
favorite.
Meredith?
She's my favorite Meredith. Meredith's 1 through 10, not so much.
I
so
like
great.
Meredith Vieira,
Oh!
the millionaire.
That's a really good Meredith.
She's a really
That's a
good
really
Meredith.
great
Yeah.
Meredith.
like after
Yeah.
11 just comes that Meredith.
You know, Meredith
Meredith
Baxter.
Millionaire.
Meredith Baxter, great Meredith.
She is a great,
really
yeah.
good one. Yeah,
Wait, what's that one again?
Meredith Baxter.
the cool
Is
one.
she the
cool one,
Is she
Brady.
the mom on That's So Raven?
She's the mom on better. She's the mom on That's So Family Ties.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yes. I love the Baxter family, and actually,
Yeah.
I love Family Ties.
Yeah.
So this is your weekly 1-hour Family Ties fan cast, hosted by none other.
Only. Oh,
How'd you like season? The end of the first season.
I thought
Where?
it was really great because Skippy was so in love with Mallory that it
Oh
was
my
like,
God,
right?
Skippy!
Do you
right?
know what they're talking about?
No.
I absolutely.
We have no idea.
All right, so let's move on because
Okay.
Trivia
We have a
loves it when I
connection
talk, when
right
I talk
now.
about 70s trivia. She's in heaven. Or 80s, whatever year Family Ties. Well, 10
Oh,
years. It was
man.
on.
I
it
would
was
love
right.
to do an old sitcom podcast.
Oh, we should have like
That would be
we
okay.
should have a guest in the
Okay.
studio from 80s sitcoms every week, like Michael
Kim,
Gross, right
do you
there.
have that power? Do you have that power to bring Michael
I will
Gross in
summon
here?
Got the power.
Okay, nobody knows what we're talking about. Let's
All right,
move
okay.
on.
Instead,
So I'm getting my mole removed
All right.
next
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
this Friday.
and Allison, you had a question about that?
Oh yeah, do you get to keep the mole afterwards?
Yeah, I think I don't really know. They're sending it off to the Labrador Retriever.
Right.
No, they're sending it off to the lab and then to see if I have cancer. So
You don't
Pray
have
for me.
cancer.
no cancer.
no,
That
they
is
have
how
to
you-
check because I mean it's
Anytime they cut
any.
anything off anybody, they have
Exactly,
to check.
exactly,
But it's
because-
all routine.
But yeah, and then I'm going to a plastic surgeon. So now I get to say I can have had plastic surgery.
You can say like, I've had work done.
I've had work
Yeah.
done.
You know who else has had work done is Justine Bateman, the star
Oh,
of the 70s.
80s sitcom,
So, yeah.
Family Ties.
She plays Mallory, the sister of the
Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, Michael J. Fox. Alex Baxter, right? His name is Alex.
No,
and
no,
he's a
no.
young-
Meredith Baxter is the name
No.
of the actress.
Oh, that's right.
Their last
What's
name
their-
is Keaton.
That's right, Alex Keaton,
We
who is
need
a
to move-
wily young Republican.
Talk to him. Wait,
Let's
Trish
go.
comes over here and
Anyway.
waves her arms at me.
Anyway,
Like,
I'm
I'm the one obsessed with Family Ties.
I am too.
I'm
right.
not going to be here for the next 2 weeks, but
Oh,
I will see you
sadness.
guys after that.
Sadness.
So yeah.
I don't like it when you're not here. It's not
Aw,
fun.
I don't like when I'm not here.
It's
Remember the
unfun.
one time I wasn't here, I had to call in because I was just
Well,
missing
you can
you
call
guys.
in when you're under the knife and be like,
Yeah.
please don't let them hurt me. All right, so I sent you an article to read, and it was from the Washington Post, and it had to do with
That's
this
right.
app that's called After School.
Yeah.
Right. I'll explain a little bit of what After School. It's kind of like Yik Yak in that it has some. It's become kind of a vehicle for bullying, crude remarks, and alleged criminal activity, all under a cloak of secrecy. It's an open app that has become popular on college campuses. After School is popular now on high school campuses. After School allows teens to post comments and images on message boards associated with individual high school campuses with nothing that would identify the students who post. So here's the thing. When you combine it being school specific and you being able to be anonymous, to me that is a recipe for horribleness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your thoughts, Brady?
I just want to say that this is like a brilliant idea in terms of like a social media startup, because Yik Yak, which I used to use, which is a huge thing among college campuses, right? Yik Yak did not grow and would have been the high school thing had they not banned people from using it on high school campuses.
Wow.
Which is a thing. Like if you're actually near a high school campus, you can't use Yik Yak.
Oh, okay. So
Right?
they wanted to keep it. They knew it was college kids behaving
Yes.
awfully, and
Yes.
they wanted to prevent high school kids from.
Well, they wanted to
Wait,
avoid
so they
legal
know where
trouble.
you are?
All right. So
Yes. It's
so
location-based.
it's
So scary.
it's location based, and you can like put in your high school and find like you're on there anonymously, but you could be saying, "Hey, Brady Glasser is like the biggest idiot." You can
Oh
be
my
typing
God.
people's names.
Wait, who said
and
that?
You're no one.
You can post images
Relax.
too.
So you can
so you
post-
could take a picture of
That's
that
horrifying.
person that you
You're
don't like.
completely anonymous, listing names of other people.
Right.
It's awful. So I was
Well.
listening to this podcast. I was listening to a podcast called Reply All. It was talking about Yik Yak, and it's being used at Colgate University. And they're like these racist kids.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Colgate, I love you, but there's racist kids that just are running rampant and being just horrific. And so
Like it's just a community thing. It's like you can't control this really. Like the problem is with the high school kids. It's not with the app. The app gives them a vehicle to be able to do this.
my belief is it's with the app, because people are going to descend to the worst possible levels of human behavior if you give them a vehicle to do so.
Oh, I don't think that that's necessarily true. I think that they'll do that anyway.
No, because this app, like let's say Yik Yak or After School, that says, "Oh, I have some really nasty thoughts. I think I'll type them." And then if you get 50 thumbs up, you're just like, "Oh, my nasty thoughts have been validated."
Yeah. That's,
So what's
I mean,
the point of this app?
Exactly.
What's their?
Oh, they're saying it. The creators are saying it's a safe space for high schoolers to discuss sensitive issues. You're going to discuss sensitive issues
Okay, yeah, everything
with
about that is
people
wrong.
at your own school?
Like,
Nuh-uh.
No.
No.
The only way
a
this
safe environment is wrong,
Okay.
and that's not what it is. And it's not discussing issues. You're discussing issues you have about people.
yeah,
Wait,
and
is that what
if-
it is?
I think you would go to someplace like Journals to say, I'm worried about, when my period's going to start. You would go to people that don't know
Right.
you in real
Yeah,
life and
yeah,
live
yeah,
very
yeah.
far away to discuss,
my
whether or
God.
not your rash is contagious.
Well,
or-
but like people have a need. They have like this. The reason why Yik Yak was so popular is because it's all local. It's like an anonymous local thing, and people really want that. If After School goes away, there's just going to be another app that takes its place
They
and,
sh-
and
they sh-
provides
I
that
don't
service.
like after
they should
school.
filter it. If they want this to be successful, they need to find
No,
a
but
way
then
to
that-
moderate and filter.
Then there's
everything.
going to be something that comes along that's not going to have a filter, and then kids are going to want to use that because it doesn't have a filter.
All right, so how do we solve the problem? Because I do not think that
I don't-
We
No,
don't
you
have
can.
these types of things.
They could
And we
be banned
ban
at high
them off
school.
the
Like
internet.
you can't really stop college kids from going on an app like this, but I think that you could ban it on a the other thing it does is that you have to be a teenager to go on After School. You have to associate it with a Facebook account that
Oh.
determines that you're under the age of 18. So that adults did not even know the kind of stuff that was going on in here because
Because they couldn't join.
yeah.
Right.
But the creators can,
Smart.
right?
Wait, can I just
I
say,
assume
why
so.
are they having it for just like high school kids?
Because Yik Yak already provides it for everybody else.
I think they knew that it would take off and it would be really popular because it would prey upon the base level of our personalities, which can be
Well-
like really horrible and not kind.
Of course.
And of course, cruelty is king on the internet. And what we're trying to do on Journals is be the opposite of cruelty
Yeah.
and prove that kindness is king. So
right.
good
That is
saying.
the
I
mission
like that.
statement of Journals.
it is.
Yeah.
Kindness is king.
Kindness is king.
right.
on.
Kindness is king is our tagline.
And we worship King Kindness in a way that's not very healthy.
We worship King Kindness.
His power is absolute.
His power is absolutely absolute. We are all in service to King Kindness, who rules over us with an iron fist.
All right,
praise
so-
be, praise be.
All right, so if you go to a
my
school, let's say this, Brady. If you go to a
Uh-huh.
school where After School is being used and there's people on there just being nasty anonymously. What?
I'm sorry, Lyric. I didn't mean to.
Go ahead.
But I just want to say, like, because it's important for kids to know now that, like, everything you do, like, people could be talking about it on the internet. That's really scary to think that your high school experience could have, like. But the sooner that you prepare and, like, don't do anything that, like, don't associate with people who are using the app, maybe. I don't know if that's even possible.
I don't think it's possible because they're anonymous.
Well,
you could be sitting across the lunch table with someone who's being super nice to you when they really just went on there and just said something about your shoes. And
Lyric.
It just makes me feel kind of like unsafe a little bit because it's like, first of all, they know your location. Second of all, they get your Facebook so they can like look at you. And also, like people, I mean, it sounds like somebody was giving out their number. Someone gave out this girl's number. It feels like you can't trust anyone. Like, what if this girl was her friend, like her best friend at school,
also
who gave out the number?
Can I just also say that when people get angry, they behave in ways that they wouldn't ordinarily behave.
Exactly.
Especially high schoolers.
Yeah, and that's available to them.
Yeah.
Instead of just throwing a pillow, they're like, I'm going to type some stuff, and it's anonymous. So there's nothing really stopping them. Brady.
I mean, I think that this sort of thing could, like, definitely be banned by Apple. You know, Apple could say, like, yes, you cannot have these kinds of apps for high schoolers.
Right.
You shut it down. You can have Yik Yak, but no high schoolers should be able to be allowed to use these kinds of things. And they could possibly use the alleged criminal activity as a motivation for that. But right now, I mean, again, it's hard to take down because it's everywhere. It's open source. You know,
they really shouldn't be having one for just high schoolers, in my opinion, because the parents. I mean, I get that like some people want to have their privacy, and as teens, like you want to be independent and be able to have your own space, like where you can gossip about people. But like, this is not safe. It's really not safe.
And high schools are dramatic.
Already, exactly.
There's so much cheap drama.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
I mean, it's just.
It's going to compound it a lot.
Can I just say?
Yes.
Did we all see the video that they had about the new changes on the app?
Yeah.
I was like, kind of feeling like maybe this is a little bit of like BS. Like, I don't think this is going to change the problem. It's not going to fix it.
It felt
and
that way.
At first, I was like, okay, like, I guess that could work. But then thinking over, I was like, this is not going to solve the problem.
I think they fully anticipated that this problem would arise, and then they fully anticipated what they would do in response to it to act like they're the ones being socially responsible when really they're the ones that created this app.
Exactly.
Brady.
Okay, so these people obviously made probably like at least hundreds of thousands of dollars off of this app, because there are millions of high schoolers using it, or something like that. You know, a lot of high schoolers are apparently using this thing, right?
I guess.
So if we can predict the next morally bankrupt app for the iTunes store, then we could make millions of dollars, right? Mm-hmm. So what's it going to be?
I think it's going to be like
where's the need in the market?
An app for fourth graders who do not want to catch cooties.
Oh,
and
that's
so
yes.
You list all the people that you believe have the cooties in your classroom.
I think it's going to be a fourth grade dating website.
Yes, a dating app.
Saying. I think they should have a middle school dating app and meet middle schoolers in your area. Like,
oh, stop.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Wait. But what about this?
No, they really don't have that. They need to, because like in middle school, like you want to meet some people and you
Stop.
want to have a date.
All right. Listen.
I'm turning into Brady.
Listen. This is what I want. I want to pose this question to you guys before we move on to the next question.
Go for it.
What do you advise of someone who's tempted to go on there? And because I don't think you can, like Brady said, I don't think you can really stop these things from existing. But we can really control our own behavior. So what do you advise anybody who's tempted to go on there and who's really mad at someone who's tempted to go on there and just say like, Bridget Robinson is like such a biatch. Like, what can you do, Brady?
Dip out of the drama cycle. You can't expose
how do you
yourself.
do
You don't hang out with the people who are causing the drama. You don't give yourself any reason to be talked about in like these ridiculous kinds of ways where your life is being turned into a tabloid magazine.
No, but what she's saying is, how do you avoid not maybe being the one who's doing
But that's
it?
a way. Oh, being the one who's doing
being
it.
the one who's doing it.
Yeah, like how?
Don't use the
like,
app.
What can we all do to be better humans?
Oh.
I think that you can. I mean, people who are using this honestly have nothing better to do with their time, and they are just. I mean, they're not going to go anywhere in life. I'm sorry. Like,
Well, that's not
I
true.
feel like I feel like they're just people who are like, oh, I'm sitting around. Like, what do I do? I want to go gossip about some people, and I want to talk about them. Like,
Well,
to
I
make
could
themselves feel better.
if I had after school, I would have been on there being like, "Wow, Kenneth, I cannot
He was
believe
not on
that
time today.
Kenneth
How did he
didn't come
not
at
tell
all.
anybody?
How did he, Allison?
Are you saying besides leaving the app completely, like what we could do?
Yeah,
Oh.
Or maybe you could use it to talk positively about people.
Yeah.
I like that.
Be
That
like,
would be
I
nice.
loved Jenny's hair at school today. I need to find that curling product.
Positive rumors.
And
Yeah.
Did you hear?
Positive
that-
rumors is a
that
great
Cindy's
thing.
shoes are adorable. Did you hear? It could be true.
Did you hear Bobby's parents got back together? That's incredible, isn't it? His home life
That's
must
just
be
a rumor.
so nice.
That's just a rumor. I don't really. That's pretty.
If like the reason why Yik Yak got so popular was because it was being used to create memes basically, and I'm sure that there's a lot of stuff that's happening. Like after school probably has a lot of people who are telling funny jokes and like just making doing positive things with it, like just building a culture for the high school. You know,
Okay.
like we all, Mrs. Robinson, what's she doing? Mrs. Robinson was probably the worst name I could
She's
use
like-
for a teacher.
I think she's
But
hitting on
still.
Dustin Hoffman still. So
That's the other app. Is,
she's hitting on the
the app
janitor.
that you use to hit on Dustin Hoffman.
that's
It's
the
just-
new trending app.
all it does is send
Hit on
the
Dusty
message
Hoffman.
directly to his
To
phone.
Dustin Hoffman. Right?
Why am I getting all these messages
You send him lots of pictures with your leg up.
at the hotel? An empty room. Room
right.
room
Room to
629.
myself.
Okay, moving
This
on
room to myself.
to the next question. Depressed writes, someone just asked me out, but I have no interest in him. How do I say no without hurting him?
Oh.
There's
Okay.
nice
so many
ways of
ways.
saying no, but
No.
sometimes your message is not going to be the message people want, but you still have to say it if it's your truth.
Yeah.
Lyric.
Well, you could kind of be like, look, you're not my type. I'm sorry. You're a cool person, but you're just not my type. And then you can just be like, yeah, I mean, that's and all you can say. You give a compliment after.
I'm
though.
sorry,
Give a
you
compliment
hurt him
sandwich.
though, Lyric.
I don't know if you should say you're not my type.
The patient
Just
died,
be like,
Lyric.
Just be like, I don't like you.
Just like I don't like you that way. I don't think of you that way.
Yeah.
I think you can
You're
leave it
not
there.
my type.
Louise, he's
Because-
flatlining. What are you gonna do?
Because I'm
He's-
not your type kind of makes the person feel like, well, then what's wrong with me?
I'm not
No,
your
I see
type,
what you're saying.
but I want to be your type. What can I do to be your type?
Yeah, that's
Right.
the thing.
Yeah,
that is what
yeah,
comes
yeah.
out of it.
There's-
so yeah.
There's a two responses that he can get in this situation, right? He can either he does this thing and he asks you out, and all of a sudden you're his girlfriend, or all of a sudden you're not his girlfriend and he just majorly embarrassed himself and he got rejected. So if you reject him, then it's going to be the same no matter what you say. So you have to move the country.
Well, when someone's preparing to ask you out, they're already mustering up like a lot of like balls and strength to do that.
Yeah.
So they're already in their mind like kind of prepared, I would say, to be like, okay, I could get rejected because
No.
Well, no.
No.
What?
Yeah,
Brady?
they are.
Yeah, I think they are
Sometimes.
definitely.
It's like
because
a
they
50
need to be prepared.
Is this guy asking you out like online or like in person? Because
Well, we don't
That's
know. But
I
very
think
never
important.
know
in person.
anything other than what's in the question.
okay,
Right.
because you could always ignore him or just say you're busy.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
that's
I
if
mean,
if that doesn't work, then yes, you have to be honest and
I
say
mean,
you're not interested.
that's kind of like what you do when you're grown up. Like you can just be busy, but like when you have to see someone every day, I think it's better to just be truthful, so
Yes.
that he'll stop hoping that every little time you look at them is some
Yeah.
sign of, oh my gosh, there's a twinkle. Yes.
You tell him there's been a death in your family and that you have to go to Europe for a month for the
Oh
funeral.
my god! You tell them that you have to get
It's-
your mole removed.
Yes,
and you will
exactly.
not be
Yes.
in school for
Yes.
2 weeks, and
Yes, and then whenever he sees you,
my
he's going to
God.
be like, should I say anything? No, I shouldn't say anything.
No, she got her mole removed. I can't
No.
talk to her.
I wonder what the answer is, though, but I should say anything.
No, but I mean, if he's going to ask you out, or if he's asking other people if you like him or whatever, there's nice ways of just saying, you know what, I'm not interested in him that way. I mean,
Yeah.
there could be a million reasons why. You could be not into boys. There could be just like a million reasons why. You're not ready to date yet. Maybe next year you would like him.
But you know what answers the reason that he's seeing is I'm not good enough.
And that's not it at all.
It might not be, but that's how you can't avoid hurting him.
No,
I think
Okay,
that,
No,
okay,
exactly.
But
You
know
cannot.
What? this kid is probably a pretty confident kid because,
I
like
don't know
I said,
about that.
like I said, he had enough confidence to go and ask her
He hasn't yet.
or him. We don't know if this.
We
is
should have a show where we phone ahead and we tell him, don't.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah, we should. Yeah,
It's going to be no.
we should. We should take questions with people giving the exact details of their circumstance, like their body weight, their physical attractiveness,
from a scale from 1 to 10.
Yeah, and they give all the information about themselves and the girl, and then they're like, "Do I have a chance with this person?" That
we
would
do
be a
it
service.
anonymously.
Yes.
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 Yes. No, we shouldn't.
Why?
All right. So what I think is that he will be hurt if he doesn't get the answer he wants. And if you want a puppy, you're going to be hurt that if you don't get a puppy. People don't always get what they want. And if this door closes,
Yeah.
then he's free to pursue other people that are interested in him. So it does him no favors to give him a half truth and protect his feelings. It's better if he just has closure, Brady.
The lesson you should learn from this situation, as opposed to how do I not hurt somebody, is how to deal with hurting somebody. Because you're gonna have to do it.
That's a good point.
You're gonna have to do it. It's just something that happens, and it's his fault. Ultimately, it is. It's his fault.
No,
Yeah.
he's awesome. It's not his
He
fault.
might be and this might be a thing that he needs to do, but it's also a thing that you need to do because you can't just say like, "Yes, we're in a relationship now. We're forever
Yeah, you don't. If
happy."
you don't like him,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you don't want to do that.
No,
No,
of course
You don't
because-
want to be one of those people in a relationship and like, I don't like you.
Yeah,
It's like it
that's
can't
the
get
worst.
worse.
All right.
Don't jump in
Lyric,
that
would you
pool.
please read the question from Short
Yes.
Baker 17?
Short Baker 17. So there's this guy I really like, and my friends know I like him. I had a Christmas party this past weekend, and he came. But one of my best friends decided to flirt with him. She had done this with my other guys in the past. Should I forgive her? I called her later and said it was not okay, and she said my opinion didn't matter.
Wow.
Wow.
I think
I don't understand
Oh.
how you can be in a friendship where your opinion does not matter. That's not really a friend.
That's not a friend.
Is it, Allison?
Oh my
I think-
god.
I think that her friend was, she was obviously very insensitive and not a compassionate friend. But like at the end of the day, though, I feel like she's not dating him, so she can flirt with him. I mean, it was mean of her to, but she can, and it's up to the guy whether he wants to.
It's her party. It's her party.
Oh, I
She-
mean, like that. Yeah, I think that's messed up. What she did was messed up
It's
and
Christmas
insensitive.
too. It's a Christmas
like,
party.
I don't think it's right that she was flirting with. I mean, like that. I think that's actually fairly common, though, when you tell your friend that you like them, like someone, and then they kind of do that. I've seen that happen.
I've seen it
before.
happen.
It's
Yes.
not
Yeah,
uncommon,
and if she's
but it's not nice, and that's not a nice thing to do. And I wouldn't want to be friends with someone who's doing that.
Well, I also would want to know what, and this may sound really, really insensitive, so forgive me, but
No, go
just
ahead.
for the sake of this conversation, I would want to know what you said to her that compelled her to say that your opinion didn't matter. Like, were you mean to her before she said your opinion didn't matter? Like,
Yeah.
what led to that? Because it does sound like a very insensitive thing for a friend to say. Brady,
No, I mean, I think I know exactly what happened.
Yeah?
Okay, so
were you there?
And
You're the
I
guy.
am
he
the
was in
guy.
her pocket.
Yeah, I'm not that small. Anyway, so yeah, so what happened? And I just want to spell it out because this is a ridiculous situation. Okay, if you really take it apart and look at what's happening here, so this girl decides to have a Christmas party, right?
Right.
Okay, and
or
she's
guy, it could be a guy.
yeah, she's planning this thing. Obviously, there's a lot of work that goes into holding a Christmas party. Like you need decorations.
There's
you need
baking.
yes, there's baking
Yeah.
involved. There's lights. Obviously, it's a Christmas party. Okay, and she's obviously telling her friends all about this. And you know what? She's probably also telling her friends, "Hey, I'm gonna be inviting Michael.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Michael's gonna be
Michael's
there.
gonna be there.
Oh
Can you
my
guys believe it? I've
No
been
one be
talking-
awkward around Michael.
I've been talking about him for
Don't
weeks and
embarrass
weeks.
me.
Don't
Don't
embarrass
embarrass
me
me in
around
front of Michael.
Michael.
Cindy, are you coming? Yeah, I'm coming. Of course, it's your Christmas
You know
party.
Michael is coming too.
Yeah, you know Michael's coming too.
Oh my God, no way.
Oh my God, no way! You love him. He's your crush. Of course.
Let
I'm
me
gonna
go
come.
flirt with him real
Yeah,
quick.
let's go flirt with him at your party, where she obviously was trying to lure this guy there. If she's throwing
Yeah.
a party, that's the reason. He's the reason for the party,
Probably.
You're making some good points.
and
Yeah.
she ruined it. She
No,
ruined
but
it.
okay. Like, okay, it's not like she just did this friend just did this one time. It sounds like, I mean,
She's done it in the past.
She's been doing this.
It's like, who do you like? Let me go see if I could get him.
Like, honestly, yeah, I think that it's
Why did she invite this girl?
like, I think that you really need to stop being friends with this person.
Unless she
it's
makes
a
a
bad
really,
friend.
really good punch and you needed the
Yeah,
punch
that's
at
true.
your party.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe she offered something to the party.
But you know
She
what?
added a
Punch
little-
is hard to transport. You should probably just make your own punch.
Yeah,
the
like,
next
honey,
party.
just get your mom to make you.
Oh,
Yeah.
but what if they're sisters? That changes
Dun-
the question.
Well, the question is,
friends.
should I forgive her?
No.
After she said that your opinion doesn't matter.
After
I
she
think
flirted
you-
with all your guys.
Yeah, I think you could say
No.
something like, help me understand
Why I
what
should be friends with you.
Anybody
Yeah.
should recognize that that's a bad thing to do. If
Yeah.
you like tell her like what you did, I had this party to invite this guy over so that I could get with him.
Right.
That
You
is the
don't know that.
purpose of the party. Maybe she
You don't know that though.
But
You don't
she
know if she
does.
made the party for that.
But-
for that reason.
But that's why people throw parties is to invite who they like. I think, unless you're like a.
That's not true.
Well,
That's not why I throw
I disagree.
parties.
I think
I
that
don't really throw parties that much.
I don't.
I think that people do it. I think that's part of it. And obviously, if she has a crush and she's inviting
Yeah.
the guy, like he's the one guy that her friend should know. That
Off
you
hands
still,
off.
But you
flirting.
still, yeah, exactly. That's especially the fact that she's
That's
invited
the
him.
one
that
guy.
means
well,
that
if,
he's
if
off
she if
limits.
she's not going to flirt with him, someone else will, even if it's not at the party.
Well, I don't know. She doesn't. Maybe. How do you know that she didn't see that guest list? Invited all of the girls that she knew that he wouldn't like, because that's how people do these kinds of things. You know, once you like
Really?
somebody, you get neurotic about that.
Wow,
I've
Brady.
had-
This is a window into your soul.
Oh, I
That's
haven't.
fascinating.
I've never thrown a party.
Either way.
Oh, by the way, I've never thrown a party. So.
Yeah, I don't
No,
know.
I
anything
I
about
do
this.
think there's some truth to it, but I think that whether you forgive her is ultimately up to you.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
she's not
you'll
really
forgive her.
sounding like she deserves like a ton of your friendship.
I don't think
Or
so. at
don't
all.
expect her to change. That she has a history of this and she just
I mean,
did
like
it again.
this
so
is like the
Yeah.
this is
worst
who she is.
Yeah.
thing.
Don't-
Like
yeah.
does not sound like friend material at
Doesn't
all.
sound good. Doesn't
I mean,
sound
don't
This
good.
is
ruin
not
her
something
life.
that a good friend.
She's not a good.
Yeah,
woman.
I'm not saying like go and do mean things to her because you
Yeah.
definitely don't want to
No.
do that. But like, just don't make it an effort to be around this person.
No, I agree with Wheezy. Don't expect her to change.
Right.
So she's probably going to keep doing this, and so you have to make that decision if you're okay being friends with a person like that. You know.
Yeah.
Brady.
Well, I mean, she's suffering too if she's making these terrible decisions,
Right.
and she's backstabbing all of her friends constantly.
Well, she's
Yeah.
just
I
trying
mean,
to
that's-
boost. She's trying to boost her own self-esteem by seeing if she can flirt with people and have them like.
I
her,
don't
but-
know what she's thinking. I have no idea. I mean, for like a guy, that's like the wall between us and women. I mean, maybe we will. I guess guys will get with people who our friends like, but like it's a much stronger thing, you know?
Yeah,
I think.
I think that women do it just as a power play if they're insecure and they need to see if they could.
Yes.
Oh, like
Right.
you like him? Let me see if I could get him to like me because I just need that boost of confidence that he would like me. But
Women, man.
girls,
Women.
I'm just
men.
you know,
kidding.
girls friendships that has to come first. And if you don't have that, then you need a new friend.
Yep.
We're gonna move on to the
Wait,
next
what's that one? Like not bros before hoes.
Mrs.
I don't like that one.
sisters before misters.
Sisters before misters.
It's chicks before
Anything that rhymes. with
Oh
Gilbert.
my god.
chicks before Ricks.
Oh, stop it! All right, the next question is controversial, so I'm going to
Chicks
read it.
before flicks.
Chicks before Mick.
Okay, first of all, I do have to say that when the username is a little iffy, I'm a little bit suspect about the content.
Oh, like baby
especially
girl.
if the content is sexual. So
Oh, because 430 is the marijuana number.
I don't know, but just baby
Are
girl
you serious?
is
No, it's not.
Yeah.
it's not.
I don't know much about marijuana.
Baby girl
Okay.
writes, my friend says that it's against her religion to masturbate. She is 12 and has had sexual intercourse at least 10 times. I don't understand how masturbation is against a religion and having sex at 12 isn't. Should I believe this is true or not? So I don't know which part she's asking is
There's
true
a
or
major
not.
elephant in the room in this question.
But I want to just say that, of course, most religions will tell you that you should be married. Most religions don't even approve of sex before marriage, to get technical about it. So she's not being hypocritical. She's just being incredibly unsafe, and she's in harm's way. She's
Yeah.
probably been sexualized by an older person, and I do think an adult needs to know about it. So rather than judging her or her religion, I think this kid's in trouble, and we should try and get her some help.
Yes.
That's what I want
Can
to
I
say.
read the next question?
Wait, are we done with
are we
this
talking
question?
about this? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we
I'm so
we
sorry.
Do need
I'm
to
so
talk
sorry.
about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Can
Lyric.
I just say?
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like this girl doesn't really understand that masturbation is much less bad than. Well, that was not.
Well,
like sex is much worse than masturbating.
Well, I would also like to point out that there are lots of religions that do tell 12-year-olds not to masturbate. They don't then think that the kid will then be starved for sexual stimulation and go have sex. They just think the kid will simply refrain from masturbating. My belief is that masturbation is very natural, very healthy, and the safest form of sex. And if it's completely private and personal and your own business, and no one, including your religion, needs to be asking you or asking that of you. And so I'm sorry if that disagrees with your religion, but those are my beliefs. Brady.
This is a friend that is from the wrong side of the tracks, and I don't know if like you should be hanging out with this person who like obviously has like there's a lot of red flags that this question raises about this.
Well, why would you just
particular
assume that
12-year-old.
she's on the wrong side of the tracks?
I'm not saying
and
the wrong
just
side.
like in
I'm not
harm's
saying-
way in some way.
No, I'm not saying like you know the outsiders kind of wrong side of the tracks like she's a greaser. I'm saying like
She's pony boy.
she's
oh,
not.
I love
Stay
that
gold.
part.
And she's not staying gold.
No,
I
she's
can
not.
tell you that. Yeah, I'm just saying that this person has like weird stuff going on, like Courage the Cowardly Dog kind of weird stuff, and like that's not bueno for a 12-year-old. If you're friends with a 12-year-old, like stay away from this weird family is what I'm saying.
No, but I feel like she is a victim of some sort of
Definitely,
abuse
yeah.
and has been sexualized.
Yeah,
way
like
too
what
young.
other
But that's
12-year-old
not-
is gonna have sex with her?
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that. You don't know what's
don't really
happening,
feel
Lyric.
like-
There's a lot of stuff happening.
And also, we don't know where this is. Like, we don't know if
Yes.
if it's in some place where like these are when kids are
like
having
the
sex.
Midwest.
I don't think there's any place where this is okay.
I
on
don't
the
know.
planet.
You
No.
know, well, aren't there places where people get married at a very young age?
It's not okay. If that's happening, it's
But
still
there are
not
places
okay.
where this happens
I would
regularly.
get Amnesty International involved if that's happening. It's just plain not okay. They do marry off children,
Yeah, that's what I'm
especially
saying.
girls in some parts of the world, and it's not okay.
Yeah.
Allison.
Well, is she asking for her help? Because it's not necessarily her business unless she's asking for her help, right?
Her question is, should I believe this is true or not? I don't even know what that modifies.
Yeah, but like,
Is she
who
saying-
cares? Or not who cares, but, you know, go ahead.
Yeah, is she saying, is the kid lying, or is she saying, is it true that some religions say it's okay to have sex but not okay to masturbate? I don't
think
know
they're
what
saying, is it true that they're lying? Because why would she be asking, is it true that this happens to some kids in religion? I don't know why they
may
would
be
asking.
making it up because kids do often make up their sexual histories if
Yeah,
they
for
wanna
sure. It's
be
very common.
grown up. So I don't know if it's true or not. But if you, as her friend, have any reason to believe that she's in danger, then you should tell an adult. You can anonymously leave a note with your school counselor.
Or you can not private message. You can go into one of our private chat rooms or whatever and talk to one of us, I guess, right?
I mean,
Well, we're not experts in this. This is a...
But we can notify somebody.
Well, you can call one of the helplines.
We have
can't
helplines.
notify anybody. We don't know who
Yeah.
anybody is in the app. So
Yeah.
we're not
That's
the
true,
people. I know that the app is very helpful for most problems. When someone's in danger, which I would consider this question to be someone who's in danger,
Mm-hmm.
that you should directly get someone involved in your community who knows this kid.
And also, you know what? Even if it is that they're not telling the truth, then at that moment when this person sees, oh, look what kind of trouble I'm getting into for doing this, they're going to be like, okay, wait, like I shouldn't make things up like this.
It's also a red flag
You
that
know?
she would make up something like this.
Yeah. So you need to tell someone and you need to get this cleared up because we don't know if this is true. I mean, there's no way any of us can know if this is true or not true.
Right.
Like, there's really no way.
And there's probably no way you can know
Yeah,
either.
there's no way anyone can know
You
unless
may also be
they-
12 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless she's seeking help. I think it's really important that she's seeking
Right.
the help.
Yeah.
But
you
this-
know,
yeah,
because if she doesn't want to be helped, then you can't help her.
that's true.
I disagree. I think if a 12-year-old is telling you something that is dangerous, then that needs to be reported.
But I think that like a 12-year-old, like if she's friends with a 12-year-old, then she's probably also like that young. And I think that I don't think that it's the onus is on anybody that young to like get involved with a situation like this.
I do. I think that if she's threatening suicide or she's telling you that she's in harm's way or that she cuts or that she's anorexic or any of these things. I always advise to err on the side of safety, and you don't have to tell your parents or her parents, but you should notify the school counselor that someone needs to check on this kid.
Yeah.
And that's all that's going to be expected of you, but you should do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next question. Brady, would you please read the question from Hector?
I like the tone in this one.
Okay.
The diction. Hector Ruiz, 0925 writes, I met this chick in 2012 and we started dating, but then I moved to Texas. We did the long distance thing, but it didn't work out. So ever since, we've been on and off. I moved back to Florida to be with her, and she did some things that got me mad, and I took revenge and cheated on her. I admitted my mistakes and said I'm sorry, and we have kept talking. On January 11th, I ship out for training for the U.S. Army and won't be back till July. So for Christmas, I would like to show her how much I really care for her. I bought her a horse and a diamond ring. No, he didn't buy.
You bought her a horse?
He didn't buy a horse. I
want to go out with Hector.
Hector's got the horses. I want to
Hector's
get her
horses.
something.
Hector's horse.
Hector'sHorses.com for all your horse needs. Equines. I want to get her something so she doesn't ever forget me. A horse. I mean, she'll
She
remember
won't
that
forget you.
horse. She'll remember.
Finish the question.
I was thinking a promise ring. Help.
I answered this one in the app.
So the first thing that comes to mind for me is that you can't just like undo bad stuff with
Yeah.
a present.
Yeah.
The first
Here's
needs
a
to-
horse. We're good, right?
You can do worse stuff with a present.
Deal's a deal.
You first have to have a conversation.
Mhm.
So anyway, panel lyric.
Well, so the thing is, I answered this. I can't really remember what I said, but I said something like, first of all, she's not going to forget you because you guys had a relationship, and people just don't forget usually they don't forget relationships that they've had when they were younger. But I think the thing is that if you're trying to give her like a promise ring and stuff, or like some sort of a gift, and you guys aren't even really together right now, or you really aren't even in a relationship, it's kind of like her having to promise that she loves you or whatever promise ring is kind of like a lot of pressure on her. You know what I mean?
But what about he cheated on her? I know that when you're about to go into the army, you have a tendency to want to like couple up so that you have home
someone to hold on to?
Yeah.
waiting for you and
Yes.
comforting you.
Yeah.
But first, you have some work to do.
Yeah.
You have to converse with this girl.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, and I said if you want to get her something, I feel like a promise ring is like very traditional for like I don't know, it has a lot of meaning behind it, but something like a special bracelet or necklace that it has less of like that tie to it and is more just like a special gift.
It's a gift.
A
But
horse,
No gift will be as valuable as
your friendship.
your, having a conversation with her, or, your actions. Those things are more valuable than any gift.
Way more valuable.
Way
And
more
you
valuable.
guys, you've been doing a long distance thing and you've not been honest with each other. You've been going back and forth about whether or not you actually want to be together, which is fine. I mean, it's okay as long as the other person knows that, oh, well, because we were long distance, I wasn't feeling that connected to you. I mean, there's nothing here that can't be forgiven if you do decide to build a life together, Brady.
Okay, so like, my love and affection is something that I'm giving you so that you'll always remember me. Like, that's a nice sentiment, but like, if he wants to spend money, what should he do?
Get a horse.
Horse.
Well, no, but like, if he can't spend that much money,
Dolphin.
because horses,
Get a
by the way, for viewers who don't know at home, horses are very expensive.
Horses are expensive.
Horses are really expensive.
And you know what else? They take up a lot of room.
They take up a lot of room. You need to know how to train them. You need to feed them a lot, and you probably shouldn't get her a horse. Is what I'm saying. But if he did want to spend money, what would you
Tiffany
wear?
I
and
don't
Co.
think that spending
Go to
money is
Tiffany and
appropriate.
Co.
But what would you wear all the time? He wants to get her something that she'll
I
wear
think
A
all the time.
haircut. You wear a haircut every day.
That's you answered a riddle that I was not giving you. I did not say riddle me this, Batman.
I just don't think spending money is the answer right now.
I think it is. I think he can give her the love and sentiment and stuff, and also like, here's this ring. Please
Okay,
wear
so
it.
it's
so that-
Christmas. It is Christmas, so I get what you're saying, that he wants to get her a Christmas present. Okay, Lyric.
Well, personally, I don't feel like you need to give her anything. I don't think that.
It's Christmas. She wants something.
All right, well, you can get her a Christmas gift, but I don't think that it has to be something like so symbolic. Just something, a nice gift.
Two words. Gift basket. Lots
That's
of
not-
cheeses.
Ooh, no,
Lots
cheeses,
of
and then
cheeses.
also
That's
spa,
gonna go
spa
bad.
things. You need spa things.
Spa things, okay? Spa things.
Wait, Louise.
Yes.
Can I flip this question around so that
Sure.
it's
Question
easily
flop.
understood?
Do
Okay.
no.
Question flop. All right. So, on today's question flop, what we're going to do,
For today's
Okay.
question flop, we have
Yeah.
a special guest, Brady.
time to look at things from a different perspective.
Question flop.
Question flop.
All right.
love
We
now.
wrap up the segment.
question flop.
Hey,
Yes.
Brady,
All right.
can you give me a
So-
shout out?
Before we do today's question flop, I'd like to give a shout out to Lyric S. She's a fan from, where are you from, Lyric?
Iowa.
All right, a fan from Iowa. All right. Well, Lyric loves question flop and listens every week. All right.
I'm so excited to be on your show, Brady.
So, question flop on today's. So basically, what she's asking is what the guy's at. The guy is trying to say, I need to get her a Christmas present. What will she want?
I don't think that's really what he's saying.
I think yes. I think that she's expecting
it's partially,
a present.
but also, he wants to have something for when he goes off to the U.S.
I
Yeah.
think that Lyric had a really good, like a necklace would be better right
I
now.
think this would be great.
And also, I don't think you have to spend a ton of money, but like, I have this really pretty necklace. It's kind of like one of those necklace chains that you would put something on, but it has like little like kind of beads. I don't know how to describe it. Woven into the chain.
Oh, get her a locket. Get her a locket.
Oh, a locket and put
Yeah.
your faces in the heart.
Yeah, and when you're dying in combat, you can tell a guy.
Brady,
No,
this is serious.
It's like
This
Forrest Gump, where the guy's like, here, give this to my love. And then he goes off on a quest and he finds her and then he marries her. But, I mean, that's why you got to choose carefully,
So Anonymous says, I just joined a basketball
Very
team.
good.
Oh, are
But
we-
the team sucks. Should
Wait,
I
what?
quit or not? I know I am better than all of them. That's the next question.
What else? Where would you play basketball? Like you may be the best one. You may be good at teaching them to come up to your level, or you could go do like, what do they call it? If you do like a travel league. If you're better at basketball than your school, then you can do another type of.
Yeah, you could do like pre-professional. I don't know much about basketball. Do they have pre-professional basketball?
Because I mean, there's enough.
Kenneth does that.
Pre-professional.
If you
Amateur
committed,
Kenneth doesn't do
if you
basketball.
committed to the team,
He
you
does.
should stick to the team. But if you're really good and you're not getting if you're not getting better because you're not being challenged,
Yeah.
then find out if there's a travel league in your town that you could join that would be a better fit for
See,
you.
I didn't know that
I think
existed at all.
I think that you should try to kind of help your team. I mean, they can.
Oh.
that
You
would
can't
be-
quit mid-season.
That would be yeah, exactly. That's why I'm just trying to make it better for the moment until like you do decide to do something, change it up.
All right,
Am
next
I
question.
making sense?
My boyfriend and I have been together for a month, but I still get extremely nervous around him. We've kissed once and held hands. Held hands.
Hams. We've held
We were
hands.
both holding these hams.
The
and it
Midwestern
was kind
ritual?
of
They're
awkward.
actually pigs, not humans.
And everyone was like, "Do you smell ham?" And I was like, "Yes, because we're holding them."
Holding hams.
And ham smells delicious, but I still get major butterflies. How do I get more comfortable around him and less nervous?
Honestly, it takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes time, and it's so normal to feel nervous with people you really like. And
Yeah.
what helps me, I like to just think of the person as a friend. Like, I like to pretend like that person's my friend because I'm very
Yeah, that's a
comfortable
good
with my friends. And then, yeah.
Take it from there.
That's
It's like
Stay
the
with
more
them.
time you spend, it's like when I say the disease is the cure. By that I mean just being with him is the thing that's going to make you less nervous because it's like stage time. You just have to do it until you can
Yeah.
do it without being really, really
Yeah.
terrified. Lyric.
That's pretty much like with everything. You just need to continue to stick with it and let it get more comfortable. Like a day, like if you don't normally brush your teeth in the morning, and then like you start to brush your teeth in the morning, at first it's gonna be like, I don't like brushing my teeth in the morning, and then it's gonna become part of your routine. So I
And
think
it will
that it's
make it
just-
easier for you to talk to a
Exactly.
boy if your breath is good.
Yeah.
Do you want to
so
do this last? We're trying to
the
for this
moral
last
of the
question.
story is brush your teeth in the morning.
Cameras are dying
Oh.
because we had technical difficulties. So it's a short show today. We love you. You've been awesome. Enjoy, please, our new colorful walls.
Next time I will have not a
Yay,
part of my face.
Lyric.
And remember, don't buy a horse. Take us out, Matt. All right.